Hey, what up, everybody? It's your boy, mrLdavis again, and I'm back to give you guys another video, just a little recap of entertainment stuff and my opinion on some things. This time I'm doing it a little bit different. I just have like 2 or 3 things that I want to cover, but then I got on Twitter and I asked people what they wanted me to cover, so I'm going to do it that way. But the first thing I want to talk about, the last video, at the end of the last video, everybody was asking me, well, first of all, let me say, I'm in New York City now. If you can't tell, I'm in a different setting. I'm in New York now. Okay. Look, hello, Brooklyn. Hey, I did that. All right, so first thing, I talked about the Danity Kane reunion at the end of my video. At the time, I didn't know if it was going to be a reunion or not, if Dwoods was going to be a part of it. I now know that there is going to be a Danity Kane reunion, that they are already shopping for tracks, and that Dwoods is not going to be a part of this reunion. So people are asking me, how do I feel about Dwoods not being a part of this reunion? Do I feel that she should go back? Do I feel like they should include her? I'm going to say this. When the group ended, it was all, Danity Kane is 5 members and will always be 5 members. That'll never change. And you fast forward a few years, you fast forward through some solo attempts and some shows that didn't go as well, and that changes. It's like now, okay, well, 4 will be just fine if the 5th member doesn't want to join us. What I'm trying to say, or what I'm going to say, is this. I personally do not think that Danity Kane should reunite without Dwoods. And I will say this because of that. Dawn has had another album with Dirty Money since the group broke up. She's released her own album, secured her own distribution deal, and I guess things didn't go the way that she wanted because she wants to go back to the group. Aubrey has been on 3 different shows. She's had her own show when she was on the Celebrity Apprentice twice, I believe. I think she was on the All-Star one as well. And, you know, things didn't go how she wanted. So why is it now that Dwoods feels that she's on a way and on a platform to create the career that she wants? Why is it now that she should be forced into a reunion? Nobody was forcing anybody else into a reunion. Nobody was saying, nah, Dawn, you can't do Dirty Money because we want to do a Danity Kane reunion. Nobody was saying, nah, Aubrey, you can't do Celebrity Apprentice because we want a Danity Kane reunion. Everybody was allowed their allotted time to try to pursue a solo career. So now Dwoods feels that she has something on the table. She feels like, you know, right now, as her statement said, I don't have the time to pursue and put the energy into a reunion right now. Why should she be forced to do that? Why should she be forced to step aside from the solo endeavors and the stuff that she's trying to do when everybody else in the group had that same opportunity to do so? So I honestly feel like for a right Danity Kane reunion, all 5 of the founding members should be included. And if D is saying that, you know, I can't do that right now, they should wait. Everybody waited for everybody else. Why they can't wait for her? That's my thing, and that's how I feel about it. And you know, and if in 6 months D's like, all right, the stuff that I thought was going to come through didn't come through. Let's give this Danity Kane thing another try and another bang. All right, cool. That's what everybody else did. So I don't see the issue of why she has to try to be forced into a reunion, and everybody's like, oh, she's not doing nothing. She's not doing that. She might as well just go back to the group. It's not about her not doing anything. It's not about her not or the play she's doing, or her not having, you know, major engagements, I guess you could say. It's about the simple fact that she's laying a groundwork, and she's not going to stop that right now. So do I feel like the group should wait? I absolutely do, but that's just my opinion. All right, next. So the Princess Super C was performing in LA, and they're suing her because I guess she double booked 2 clubs for the gay pride in LA, something. This lady was on stage singing Promise, and they served her with legal papers. Let me just say this. If this next album does not work for Ciara, then Ciara should become a lawyer or a judge. Because Ciara read that lawsuit so quick and decided it should be thrown out and threw it back at that lady. I was like, Ciara, how? And then Ciara did not miss a beat. Ciara performed Promise like it was 2004 when the record came out, and she didn't miss a beat. But the thing I don't like is, it's like, people have managers, people have booking agents. Surely Ciara is not looking through every contract or every proposal or every booking. She says, yes, I want to do it. Yes, no, I don't want to do it. And it goes from there. So therefore, you really can't fault the artist when stuff like that falls through. That's the point of having management. That's the point of having a booking agent and having assistants. And so that's never the artist's responsibility. So although it's Ciara's name, it's more so a bad reflection on her team that she's double booking and trying to double dip into the same weekend. So You know, although it was pretty funny that you sit here and you hand this lady a legal document and she throws it back at you, I do think it's kind of, you know, unprofessional and that shouldn't have happened because, as I said, Sierra's not booking her own shows. When you email in for Sierra booking or to book Sierra, you don't email her. You don't call her. She has a team for that. So I don't think that's fair for her, but you know, life isn't fair or whatever. So those are just the two things I wanted to cover. So let's go see what they asked me in Ask FM. Because that's what I did today. Y'all can go to Ask FM / mrLdavis, ask me any questions. So let's say, all right, where's the question I wanted to see? Oh, here we go. Seems like Nicki Minaj has already reached her peak and lost her hip-hop fans and it isn't taken serious anymore. Do you think her next album will be big and talked about, or is her time up? I see she's trying, but no one cares. Let me tell you where Nicki Minaj messed up. Nicki Minaj messed up because she started thinking she was a white woman. Don't you ever get on TV and disrespect a legend like Mariah Carey and think that's going to sit well with people. That's no. Nicki, you might want to be Britney Spears, you might want to be Katy Perry, you might want to be Rihanna, but you're not. And even though Rihanna is Rihanna considered black? She's from the island. I don't know. But Rihanna gets a hall pass. She gets a hall pass for a lot. I don't know why. But Nicki Minaj messed up because what she did was she infiltrated a market and thought that because they accepted her musically, they were going to accept her as a person, and they did not. And then you come in and you come beasting on one of the greatest vocalists of our time and think that people are still going to support you. So now you've abandoned your hip-hop community for a pop community that no longer gives a damn about you because you don't know how to act. So now you want to come back to the hip-hop community, but the hip-hop community has already seen that you want to be a white woman. So it's like Nicki Minaj is now in a place where she's not taken seriously. She's at a place where it's like, all right, Nicki Minaj is cool. She's a household name, but nobody's about to run out to the store and buy a Nicki Minaj album. Why? Because they don't even know who to push a Nicki Minaj album to. You got on American Idol. Why? That's not your audience. The people that was banging your mixtapes don't watch American Idol. Why did you own it? It was a check. But the thing about the industry is you can't accept every check because every check comes with a price. You know, you might be getting paid, but you're going to have to pay in the long run, and that's what happened. Then you get up there, you arguing with Mariah Carey. Nicki Minaj, you can't rap worth shit. You damn sure can't sing worth shit. You should have just sat there and collected your check and agree with everything that Mariah Carey said. But no, you want to fight her and you want to be tweeting and doing interviews and stuff. That's fine, but now your career is suffering, and now you won't get that pop audience vote. And now, like I said, the urban audience that you abandoned. They no longer want to rock with you anymore. So that's what I feel about Nicki Minaj. How much do you think Sierra's album will sell first week? Sierra has an album. Anyway, next. All right, let's see. Do you think Kim has ruined Kanye's brand? Absolutely not. What people don't understand is that Kim Kardashian introduced Kanye into a whole different market that he was never in before. You know, people knew Kanye, but they only knew him for his antics. Paparazzi was never following Kanye West around. Kanye West was never on E! Kanye West was never on these covers as he is now for dating Kim Kardashian. I honestly believe that Kim Kardashian has helped Kanye infiltrate into another pop culture. Like, you know, Kanye had a following outside of the urban and the hip-hop community, but it wasn't that pop world. It wasn't that Kardashian world. It wasn't that Kardashian money. So, no, I don't believe that that Kim has tarnished Kanye's image at all, and I feel like she has been a very good thing for him in his career. Do you think Beyonce is a better performer than Michael Jackson? That's a hard one. No, I don't. And I say that I don't think Beyonce's a better performer than Michael Jackson because the songs that Beyonce are singing don't resonate with the audience like the songs Michael Jackson had. One of my biggest issues with Beyonce, as I said before, is I don't think Beyonce makes classic music at this point. And I feel like that was one of the greatest things, aside from the showmanship that Michael Jackson had. I feel like one of the greatest things about about Michael Jackson was his music. And how he delivered his music. So no, I do not think that that Beyonce is a better performer than Michael Jackson. Talk about how Kelly keeps talking about Beyonce in her interviews. Well, what else is Kelly gonna talk about? Kelly had been talking about herself for 2 albums, and nobody paid attention. It wasn't until she made a song about Beyonce where people actually started wanting to talk to Kelly. So Kelly has to talk about Beyonce. Beyonce is Kelly Rowland's claim to fame. Point blank. Period. I mean, it sounds bad, but it is what it is. Kelly Rowland is the not the anti-Beyonce, but she's like the watered down Beyonce. How do I want to say this? Like the knockoff. There we go. She's a knockoff Beyonce. So the knockoff always has to acknowledge the name brand. Like, you know, if you see a knockoff Louis Vuitton bag, it's only a knockoff because it still has the LV on it. It's not the real thing, but it still acknowledges the brand. So Kelly Rowland acknowledges that she's a knockoff Beyonce, so she has to keep on acknowledging Beyonce, or else nobody else is going to want to talk to her. Sierra of Future's ass, yo, that's pissing me off. I don't understand how Future has all these shows, but Sierra doesn't. Sierra's an actual performer. What does Future do? Future is a yodeler. How is Sierra letting a yodeler outbook her? I don't understand it. Sierra, you're a performer. How the hell? And then not only that, like, your boyfriend is performing, you have a record with your boyfriend, and he's not bringing you out on the show. Like, Sierra, what are you doing? That's exactly why Sierra getting thrown at these lawsuits. Is it over for Keyshia Cole? No, absolutely not. Keyshia Cole is here to stay. She's been here to stay. Keyshia Cole is on album number 6, has had the same record deal since day one. She's overseas. You know, her fans don't care. Keyshia Cole can't sing, but her fans don't care. You know, Keyshia Cole is, you know, like the Mary J. Blige. Mary J. Blige was like, if you can't hit that note, hit it with emotion. And we see that's what Mary J. Blige does. So that's what Keyshia Cole does as well. So I'm just saying, Keyshia Cole's not going nowhere just because Beyonce fans don't like her. Let me tell y'all something. Beyonce fans do not run this world, as cliche as that sounds. They don't. They don't shut anybody down. That's the thing. Like, Keyshia Cole has outsold Brandy, Monica, Kelly, Sierra, all of these people that you would put up there, that you talk about all the time. She's outsold them. Keyshia Cole just toured the United States. Now she's over in London. Like, y'all have to realize there's a whole nother audience outside of the Beehive. So no, I don't think Keyshia Cole is over. I think she's already working on another album. Keyshia Cole is here to stay. She always has been here to stay. Let's talk about Beyonce. I'm so glad Beyonce is not pregnant, because if Beyonce was pregnant, I was literally about to go walk around Tribeca with the EPT test and make this lady piss on it, because it's just like, Beyonce, you can't do this to us. We've been here. We've been waiting. We want you. You can't be out here pregnant all the damn time. You gotta let us know when you about to take this leave of absence so we can find some lesser artists to stand for. Hey, here we go. All right, last one I'm gonna take. Chris Brown and Karrueche. Let's talk about Chris Brown and Karrueche. I think they're both young people that are bored. Especially Chris. I think Chris is really bored right now. He's been doing the same thing, and then he can't escape certain stuff. So Chris is just bouncing back and forth. Now, he's young. I'm young. Chris and I are the same age. So we're both young. So if you want to bounce back and forth, let the dude bounce back and forth. Rihanna ain't going nowhere. Karate Chop ain't going nowhere. So therefore, he might as well just have fun. Why not? I mean, it might seem chauvinistic, but he's young. And what Chris Brown is doing is nothing different than what most guys our age do. It's just he's on a platform. So is he not supposed to live his life because he's on this platform? Absolutely not. So, you know, if Karrueche wants to keep coming back, because she's coming back for that check. Karrueche's not dumb. Karrueche ain't got no job. She probably ain't got no degree. She probably ain't got a resume. Karrueche probably ain't got no damn car to get to a job if she wanted to get a job. So Karrueche's going to come back as much as she needs to. So I say, Karrueche, do your thing. If you want to keep coming back, and Chris is paying your bills, he's paying your mortgage, and he's, you know, flying you out on Sky Miles, yo, get your money, like Sierra said. See, that's the thing. Ladies, you have to realize, and I'm going to give y'all some advice from a man's point. Y'all have to realize that if you're giving away for free, then you should be able to give it away for a fee. Now, I'm not saying be a prostitute. I'm not saying, you know, leave the money on a nightstand when y'all done smashing. But y'all can get some stuff out of these men. Y'all need to stop being stupid. Don't hate on girls like Karrueche. Why? You a broke bitch hating on Karrueche? For what? Hate on Karrueche? For what? Y'all might as well learn something from this lady. She's there when she needs to be there. She shows up and she shuts up. And she gets her money. It's just like going to a job for her. That's what I think. I think this relationship with Chris Brown is a job for her. Call it what it is. Call it like I see it. So don't be mad because she's using her situation to her advantage. That's just her life, and that's just her story. So those are the questions that y'all have sent me. So I hope I answered them. Like I said, y'all can go to ask.fm/mrLdavis. Ask any questions you want to ask me, and I'll cover it in the next video. Other than that, make sure you visit the blog. That's mrLdavis. down there at mrLdavis.com. And follow me on Twitter.